versus what we did last Thursday at this time. I'm hoping that the sound is coming out. I sometimes have trouble with this mic jack on this device. We might test it. If I can test it. Oh wait, well, we're just kind of finishing up this image here. I started it another day, putting some leaves and things on it. Oh, we got to get going on it. I don't need to have too many pauses because every time there's a pause, someone will be running away. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? If you're the one person who's lurking in, can you come into the chat and tell me if I can be heard? So we're just kind of putting leaves on this tree here. I started putting branches on it the other day. I'm going to test it out here to see if we can be heard. Looks like we can be heard. Oh, good. We can be heard. The sound is coming out. Great. That's good. I have two devices. I'm just on the device that has no telephone access, but it is on internet access only. And yeah, we should go like the video. If anybody's watching on the replay, feel free to like the video. But I know that who wants to see painting anyway? It's kind of boring. It's a boring subject to do live when you can go watch live gaming or live anything else. I mean, the only thing that's more boring than live painting is live poetry, right? And we're gonna work on this this little guy here. I'm gonna take some of this Azulron Crimson I have here and use it to mix it in on my palette with this Hooker's Green. And with that, it'll make a more darker color. So when I go in and want to try to make some branches, instead of like using black, we're just going to use this. And we'll make some little tiny, like that. We're using a liner brush here. Kind of putting this in here. Really light touches to make thin lines. I think this one here, maybe it won't have any branches. I don't know. Maybe it will. Got some different colors. See, it makes a thin down there. It makes some really light browns and oh, there's 6 people lurking in. Good evening, Pity Mom 413. Thank you for stopping in. I can't hear out of one ear, but I don't, because one of my ears is like completely plugged up. And yeah, I'm gonna try to put on my best Bob Ross performance, but of course only Bob Ross can be Bob Ross, right? I can't be Bob Ross. I'm gonna put another little branch over here. mixing. Oh, it's not that amazing. It's kind of like one step above kindergarten art. Got that water over there. I got this mirror here. So that's not a black mirror. It's actually just a tablet, so that maybe you can see the painter at the same time as you're watching the video. I don't know why I didn't think about doing that before. You know, use like some old school devices to do this, and kind of looks like, that looks pretty cool. Yeah. And there we go. Oh, let's go back in, and I'm going to put a little green in here. Though it's kind of wintry, but in the winter, you don't, not necessarily you're going to be getting too many green leaves, but who knows when. This is fall, right? Fall time, not winter. During the fall, there's still leaves of all different colors and characteristics out there. You like the trees? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for liking the trees. I really appreciate that. This isn't the only thing I do on this channel. I was actually going to be having a live conversation with Tarot Ask Backwards, and we were going to be talking about generational dysphoria. So kindergarten, they just do squiggles and so forth. Well, I don't know. My grandniece, she's pretty advanced she's like in like the second grade, and she's a very advanced artist, but her dad, who's not really in her life, is also an advanced artist, as well as her grandfather. But actually, that looks pretty. That almost looks pretty 3D there. Madeline Price, welcome. How what? How you mean like how like high? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just put this in here. I'm gonna be on for like an hour. Not too much more than that. I wanted to try an experiment. I'm hoping that it'll work, but I want to see if it's viable to do a call-in talk show on this channel. But I have to get another phone number. I have another phone number. I just got to get the SIM card activated. Then I don't know what people think about that. For just like do like random conversations. Is there a need out there for people just getting on the phone and whatnot and shooting the breeze and doing stuff like that? Or just do all like YouTube content things have to be like actual conversations that have actual information that you're imparting? I want to know what you guys think about that. Madeline Price, I have been painting for 8 or 9 years. 8 or 9 years. Oh, well, I will, I wasn't planning on, I wasn't planning on painting. My guest, or my showmate, for my Thursday showmate, called in sick. That's actually, I've had 2 people call in sick on me this week. I was gonna have a paint off with the More Intuitive Me. We kind of pushed that forward a week to next Tuesday. So I think that's about all I'm going to do on this. And then I'm going to just move on to another one. Maybe it's a few more, branches. More leaves and out there. So I'm going to ask you, Kat, what do you think about the possibility of... I've been toying with the idea of doing a call-in, adding a call-in on this channel, like maybe getting a Google Voice number or something like that, and somebody you can call in and have a conversation with me while I'm painting or doing something like that. I mean, or just maybe I just start some random topic and then people can, for engagement, as long as like I'm not going to be like trolled, as long as that conversation is not like people being nasty or something like that. I'm not, what I'm saying? So we have that going on, and so do I got the angle on the yeah. Can you see my reflection in my tablet? With all the lighting, do I have to like turn the lights down a bit so you might be able to see the reflection a little bit better? I don't know. There we go. And then we'll just come back in over here. We're going to add that's a little Azilron Crimson. You can't really tell because there's so much stuff on my palette here. But I'm mixing this Hooker's green with this Azilron Crimson. It makes it kind of a brownish color. And then I will do a kind of a shoop. Got to make the noise, the shoop noise. Yeah. Oh, that branch is kind of bad. It needs to be thinner. I don't know. Oh, maybe it's because it's thin like that because it's weighted down. It's getting like, this branch is not cooperating at all. I want like thin, I want a thin branch, not a thick branch. Oh well. Sometimes that's the way it works. All right, what do we got here? Let's go back to the yellow ochre. A crow on the branch. I will put a S bird on the branch. An S bird. Like that one over here. Or up there. Yeah. A blue S bird. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to use some of this bone black in order to make my S bird. Nina Rose, Drome Ghoul, you're back. Welcome. Actually, it's Naya, not Nina, sorry. You were in when I did the deer. I did I uploaded a short long play video this afternoon where I with the wild turkeys. The wild turkeys are coming back, and soon they're not going to come back anymore because they'll have eaten up all the apples. They'll have eaten up all the apples. So I'm going to do a little S-bird. I better put some more water in it just to make sure that let's see. I'll better do a practice here. The S-birds, I don't want to F it up. Okay, so that should work. We'll just get a little bit more that in there. Okay. Oh, you said Q. McHugh on it? Q? Q, huh? Let's put the S-bird over here. It's not exactly a crow, but we got some little flicks like that. And there's the S-bird. And there's it's got a lot of birdiness to it. Now come back over here. Let's just take this blue, and where the eyeball should be, we'll put that in there. And then I'm going to come in and make some birds flying in the background here. There we go. There we go. There's kind of in here. Oh, you kept looking for my channel for what? Well, I go live frequently. Naya, I did a live yesterday afternoon at about this time. Actually, an hour earlier, and then, but it was I had a guest conversation with Roman from Miami. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the fifth one there. So how's that look? We got the... this is... Katniss, this is just a paper. I'm actually painting cards. I'm painting cards. I have an order of Christmas cards that I got to put together, and so that's what we're doing. I need to get my pen. I'm going to sign my name here on that. So you love it? So you saw the short of my my conversation I had yesterday with Roman from Miami. Did you like the random conversations? Because I tend to go off topic. I wanted to talk about something else, but I got distracted because it was so interesting. And we are doing a hand-painted greeting card. And today's date is 11/20/2025. Okay. All right, so let's try another one. Let's just get another background. We're going to do a Christmas card this time. We have to go to bed pretty soon. I got to start making dinner really soon. Making pizza tonight. I think I'm going to make a Christmas tree with this Christmas tree card. And I did some of those before. Go with the flow with your favorite show. It's 8:29 for you. So I was asking the question earlier, and no one really responded. The question is The question I have is about adding the ability for you guys to call in and talk and have a, say a word or two to talk about. You can ask any questions or whatever that you may have about, and I can try to answer them. And so to have more participation in, I'm going to be moving to this little round. So a call-in show sounds good. And so all I have to do is get that SIM card activated, and then I will do like a Google Voice account, because I can't do it now because on my existing phone number I have too many Google accounts attached to my existing phone number. And so I think we're going to start out this with a little of this Azilron Crimson, and that's going to be like the base layer. I'm going to add a little bit of this, and we're going to do we're just doing a little kind of motions like this. Kind of come down about that far. That's for the first layer. So yeah, I guess I'll start this in December. We'll start it in December. Hopefully I can get some of my friends to do the tryout stuff. Well, I'm not even going to bother looking at the comment that was held. It was probably somebody saying something nasty there. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not, but oh, it's just, that's not, so it's just a bunch of gibberish there. Okay. Oh, I lagging a bit. Yeah, it happens. I'm lagging a bit. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to lag a little bit more because I need to go. This paint's too wet, so we're gonna go and do a different thing. Right now, I'm gonna make some defense posts. So we're gonna come up over here. Let's move the water out of the way so you can see better. And for this, I'm doing two different colors here. I'm doing a layer of Azilron Crimson followed by a layer of yellow ochre. I'm just going to put one right here. We're going to stop short because I'm going to, for where I signed my name. And then maybe we'll just do another one right back here in the background. Like that. Paint and sip class. Yeah. What's paint and sip? I don't understand that. Explain it to me like I'm an old person. Because I am kind of an old person. Let's see if we can go and clip this thing here. Now we're going to shift over here, and we're going to shifting into adding a layer of this yellow ochre on top of that Azilron Crimson. You can see it makes these really nice colors if you're thinking of like outdoor colors or like colors of wood and so forth. And you do this instead of using black. You would try to minimize your use of black. And that's kind of what the game is here. This is starting to dry here, and so we'll go in and do another a step by step. And you get a free drink. Oh, What kind of drink? What kind of drink do you get for the sip and paint? Is this like an adult drink? Oh, you got to go soon. All right. What time is it getting to be? Is it? So I got like a half an hour, then I gotta stop too. So I think we'll have enough time to finish this. And so we'll just take the fence and we'll put some cross beams on it. You know, we can start this way and just laying the color in using the flat of the brush. And you know, maybe the board has slipped a little bit, so it'll go over like that. Oh, it's broken. Look at that. It's kind of a broken board. Then we got another strap of this, another slat this way. Maybe it's coming up this way, and you know, maybe you were when we were putting the fence together, you were really haphazard and didn't really care about the straightness or whatever. So you just slapped it together. You're the only live. I'm the only live you watch. Oh, that's nice. I mean, I watch a lot of other lives too. You know, for my doses of random content that I kind of take in. Do some almost live videos. I've done almost live videos on my other channel, but that one is really super niche down. That's really a niche down channel, and I'm not doing any variety at all on it, and it almost looks like it's going a different direction, but that's fine. It's what it is. And now we'll go in and take that other brush here. We're going to do a layer. It's still a little bit wet over there. I'm going to do a layer of the yellow ochre right in on top here. So it kind of, and then when I put that green in over the top, it will have more of a holiday kind of a more depth, more complexity, and that's kind of what we're going for. You're in homeschooling. Oh, I see. And I keep lagging behind. All right. Yeah, well. All right, so then we're going to want to put in a trunk on this. A little bit of a trunk, kind of pull this down here like that. Mix it in with this color here. Makes it kind of a nice brownish tone. And then we're going to come in. It's going to be kind of a bigger there. We'll just kind of run in there. There's the trunk of the tree. And now I'm going to make in some cross pieces in the tree. We'll take some of this green and mix it in with the Zilron Crimson. And kind of like it's a little bit of a branch. See those random motions like this, it kind of helps to think about what nature is, because nature is not, you want to try to mimic nature, not make it into something that's too regular. Put that in there. Maybe we got some little cross branches that go up. So you have a, well, you're the only one commenting right now. So you got your birthday in a couple days. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Can extend the paint out by adding a little bit more water in it. Kind of get to going out that way and maybe coming out this way and, you know, a little bit this way and that way. There we are. My birthday's coming up in March. I'm a Aries, born on the Aries Pisces cusp, but okay. Well, and happy birthday to other people. For everyone who has a birthday to this week, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, November 20th, people. Happy birthday to you. All right, we're going to come make that other slat on the fence post. And then another one coming this way. Kind of there. Got this one over here going that way. I guess I didn't need this blue. Maybe we'll use the blue. Scorpio, Aries rising. What does Aries rising mean, Kat? I'm actually pretty clueless when it comes to astrology. I've studied a little bit of numerology and other things. I have some numerology stuff. Not too much, just basic numerology. Oh, you're not an expert either? So whatever Aries rising. Oh, that means because the Aries was rising in your birth sign. I think that's what that means. Let's go do another clip here. All right. Kind of get this fence post kind of worked on so it looks more fancy. Put that in there and a little bit more bulk in it. I need a little bit more bulk over here. Bulk it up. And get that natural look. But you know what? It's all, it's all about your imagination. It's about how is it that you are expressing yourself in the moment. All right. Maybe this needs a lamp post. Okay. You want to make candy bracelets. Yeah, I like candy too. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to extend this post up. And I'm going to make it like it was a backyard sign. Make this extended up a bit. Looks like hell now, but it'll get better, maybe. I'm going to extend it up a little higher here, like it were a post or something. Actually, I just ran out of that paint. Kind of up a little bit more. Extending it up. Looks like this old board that's put up there. Kind of like a real homemade job. We're just doing a real homemade job is what we got going on here. Kind of extends up like it's going up into the clouds there. Exciting times. Maybe take a little of this green and we'll, maybe there was a little bit of a knot hole there. Add the green on there, kind of makes it look darkish in color. All those colors will dry in together. Kind of muddy things together, and optically it'll look more brownish, less greenish. And that's kind of what the magic of painting is too, is when you can change things in an optical way for the eye, make it look like it's just adding that in here. Make it look darker, lighter. All right, we'll put the crossbeam in. Like, I think we'll make it more like a pointer. Let's go like that and kind of okay, I went like that. I'm gonna write on it. I want a lighter color. So you're using painter's tape. Oh, you came back, Naya. So you're in the middle of making a search for a rotor cuff? Rotor cuff. Oh, okay. What's a rotor cuff? I need to make this a little bit longer. But I think I'm going to add a different color into the mix. This is a pale umber rotor. Rotor cuff. Rotator cuff? Rotor cuff? I'm just going to pull the paint right out of the tube here. So you misspelled. Is that like a car thing? I'm going to make this like a light colored thing. That way when I write on it, it will be more like a sign here. So it's a really rough cut board. That's what we're looking at. Rough cut board. Kind of goes over that way. I think I got enough room to write on it. It's a bracelet. Oh. I really don't know anything about jewelry. I mean, I have a rosary, but that was given to me. I've bought a few rosaries in my life, though. Okay, So let's do... All right, I'll search for it. Rotator cuff. All right, let's go back in and to the green, because this is kind of getting dried up there. We add the green in here. We're just kind of dabbing it in, getting a little complexity. We don't want to cover up all the other colors. See how that looks? It's kind of starting to take shape like it was an actual tree. Tree out in the backyard. Okay, the paint's pretty thick there, and maybe it's thinned down enough that we can do some other work. I think we will need to do something else. I'm hoping we can finish this before I have to do something 3D. So it has a 3D effect. Oh, that's cool. It looks more 3D. All right, this is not dry enough to write on it. So maybe we'll do some more of those S birds. Question, welcome. Welcome, Owl Stolas. What's your question? Maybe I got an answer for you. Yes. Yes, I do. I do, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of friends who qualify as either L or G or B or T. I've never met anybody who was intersex, though, that I know of. All right, let's try here. A lot of good friends. You know, a long time ago, you know, when I had coworkers who were G, and having, you know, it's hard to dislike a person when either you share a meal with them or whatever. When you share a meal with the people, it's very difficult to dislike them. So, you know, you share a meal with people and they're or you work with you work with folks, and then you just find out that they're just like, I remember Hawk. And then if you work with the folks that are, I'm gonna write this on there in green about my Christmas Avenue. It's really, you know, anyways, that's all I'm gonna say is that it's hard to hate a person. Oh, so you're Hawk, okay. It's hard to hate a person after you get to know them. It's easy to dislike people and groups of people whom you've never met. But then that's kind of more of a young thing. And it's best it's best to give people the benefit of the doubt. I know that there are some things, like, okay, well, in actuality, I'll tell you a story. A long time ago, when I worked on wildland fire crews, I shared a tent with your art teacher confiscated your art. I shared a tent with a guy who'd spent 5 years in prison for murder, and but it was manslaughter. Manslaughter was a little bit different than murder because it was not a. I think he killed somebody in a drunk driving accident, and so so if like I didn't feel like threatened or anything because I worked with a guy who had been in prison for a very serious crime like that, and I have classmates who've been in prison for oh, well, you gotta be more careful with that. You maybe need to not be so gory, but I know a guy. His name is Tyler Crook. He writes graphic novels, horror novels. He makes a living as an illustrator for horror. No, I'm gonna put down in green. See Christmas Street. CHRIS. I need some more green here. STMAS. When you Christmas Avenue, AVE, when you run across somebody for the first time and you don't game. No, I don't. Playing what game? Have I played what game? I don't know what game you're talking about. Christmas Avenue. The only games I play are like, you were asking, you were asking Katniss. Okay, all right. Christmas Avenue. So we are getting close to being done here. How's that look so far? Okay, all right. Let's see. I think it's dry enough I can do this. I'm going to put some some Christmas bulbs in the tree, some blue. So we know that this is like a tree that's been decorated. So what do you think so far? It's a Christmas card. I mean, here we go. Christmas Avenue. It's that way. And I need to use this blue up. And so we're going to just take this blue and we're going to put some bulbs in the tree, like some decorations. Maybe of some other colors too. People decorate their outdoor trees. I see this all the time. Maybe they don't put bulbs in them. They put lights and so forth, but maybe you can just imagine that they were lights. Snow. Yeah, I'll get some snow. I'll put, well, I guess we don't have snow yet, do we? Snow would be good. And maybe we put something up here. I don't know what I don't think I'm gonna do anything. Maybe a little bulb up here. It's kind of like that way. It's up there on the top. All right. I got a lot of extra paint, so well, maybe we'll just put one of these bulbs over here. Blue. There's one over here. One clear over here, hanging out over there. It looks like there could be snow here, right? A little bit of snow there. All right. Maybe another one right by the base of the tree. There. We're going to go in over it with a different layer of color. I want the fluorescent magenta. That's what we're going to use. We're going to use for our different other layer of decorations. We're going to put in some of this fluorescent magenta. And we're here at 51 minutes into the show. And I am going to do that. And we're just going to almost come to a close here. I wish I could clip these videos at 5 minutes like I used to be able to do before, but they kind of stopped that feature. Anyways. And maybe we'll take this one here and I add a different layer of color onto it so it makes it look like it's a purple one. Maybe this one over here too. Kind of a purple one, and maybe over here makes it stand out a bit more. And maybe this one here's also got some purpley tones in it. There we go. How's that? Thanksgiving first. Well, I am making this. I'm doing a order of Christmas cards for a person who has purchasing some cards from me, and so I need to get them sent by December, anyways. And so here's this, my Christmas Avenue. It's a Christmas card. And it's almost time for me to start making dinner. All right, so we'll just sign this one too. Call it a night. And we are looking at and 11/20/2019, and hand painted live on painted live on 999 show. There we go. I'm having pizza tonight. That's what we're having, pizza. So that was this one. And here was the other one. This one's just kind of plain Jane. This one's just a little bit more fancy. We can actually work on that board just a little bit. Maybe we want to add another bird in. Do I want to do another bird? Nah, I don't do that. All right. because the people who want the dinner have been calling out for me to start making it. So I'm gonna go. We'll see you guys later, the next time, and time for me to start cooking dinner, and we'll be back with you shortly to do another one of these things soon, maybe tomorrow. All right, bye bye, and thank you very much for coming in to the chat, Katniss, for Naya, for Hawk, for anyone else? Did I miss anybody? For Drome Gruel? Drome Gruel? Oh, that was Naya Drome Gruel. Okay, I got everybody, and Pity Mom. Thank you very much, and we'll see you the next time. Bye bye.